Zoobity-bop-a-dop, doobity-boop-a-dop-ba-da-bop, the Panhandlers Podcast.
Hello, everybody. This is episode 3 of the Panhandlers Podcast, and our long-lost buddy Josh McDonald is here.
Yeah, I was lost. I was long lost.
We found you. Pete's not here yet. For Josh, you want to explain why Pete's not in the studio yet?
He thought the thing is Pete being the guy that he is, he wanted to make sure that everything was good and right, and we had planned in his mind. He thought we were going to do this Wednesday before we went to gamble, which is weird because I think we're going to be gambling in the morning, which I think is weird to you, Adam.
No. Speaking, I was over there at 9:30 yesterday morning.
God damn, dude, you are addicted.
No, I wasn't addicted.
Should
but
I not cuss on this ever?
No, you can cuss.
Okay, I mean, it goes on the interwebs, right?
Yeah, you say fucking shit and...
I don't know, I feel a little bit weird. Like, I'm so used to when I do radio not cussing.
See, you think of this like satellite radio.
Oh, well, fuck.
Or
yeah.
Radio nobody listens to.
Which is pretty much radio.
Yeah.
Of all kinds. Like 3 people are going to listen to this.
The 3 people we care about. And they'll post it to 3. Just pay it forward, right?
Like that movie with the Sixth Sense kid.
Yeah.
Do I need to speak up or something?
I don't know. I'm just...
you look like you're
I
mad.
might be too
You're
loud.
mad.
No. That microphone's funny.
What happens if you have to poop?
What do you mean? Like
during one of these?
Do you have to?
I might go when Pete gets here.
Well, either Pete can fill in or we just pause it.
Oh, we don't have to.
See, watch. I can edit it. See? Right there. I edited it.
No. I'm not gonna make you sit down here and wait while I go and because then you'll know what I'm doing. Well, and that's just weird for you to.
When you say I gotta go to the bathroom, you don't come back for half hour. I have an idea what you're doing.
No. Yeah, but like now that I said the word poop, now you're just gonna be picturing it like you're gonna have this image in your mind of me hurled over a toilet because that's how I puke out of my mouth.
Well, everybody pukes out their mouth.
You puke out of your mouth too? That's weird because my dad always puked out of his butthole. It was strange.
I'm just gonna loop that from now on.
So I thought that was normal. I thought I was the weird one. He used to always say, "You puking out your mouth is defiling God's natural way." That's
that
how
makes
my dad.
No sense.
That's how my dad. I don't know. He said that. He made me think one thing.
Shh, I feel bad for you.
Don't feel bad for me. Just know that he's gone now.
What do you mean? Is he dead?
No, he's like not there mentally. You know what I mean?
Oh, just like you, just like his son.
Well, yeah.
So, Josh, what have you been doing recently?
I just did a show in Baltimore.
Oh, how'd that go? I'm sorry I couldn't make it.
I'm sorry you can't make it. Friends are terrible. No, what's weird is like all my girlfriend's friends show up. None of my friends ever do.
No, because we hear all your jokes.
I do totally.
And we don't find you funny.
Oh, that's just mean, and it's not true.
No, Josh is hilarious.
I did do really well. I felt sort of bad, and man, I don't know if they'll hear this. I felt like, and this is going to sound like a dicky, cocky thing to say, but I felt like I did better than the headliner did. And I don't think that means that I'm necessarily funnier than that dude. I just think maybe he wasn't feeling it that night.
Who was the headliner? You told me, I don't remember.
A guy named Mike Maron. No, but the original headline was supposed to be a writer for SNL.
Oh, he didn't show up?
He hurt his foot. And I guess in stand up, that is an important thing.
An injury? Does he get?
I'm not making fun of the
workman's comp. Can you get that for
really
that?
Did hurt his foot. I don't know.
Well, you can still sit down.
I don't think you get workman's comp. I think you can get free drinks. Maybe that's sort of like you could just forget about it.
Well,
so when this plays, when you listen back to this, or is it going to have that thing that you guys recorded that's like? Panhandlers, bebop boop,
yep.
Boop bop boop.
I put that in there. I've looped that now.
That's pretty cool. My voice isn't in there. Is there anything that I could record that you could put on there? Like
I'll put whatever you want.
Like
well, maybe I don't know if it'll go with the theme tune.
Yeah, well,
but we could do like something at the end, like because I think Pete has a finishing theme tune, but we can. So you know how like some things are like doo-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da, and it ends and you hear somebody behind, like there's like a clip from something that plays behind it.
Yeah.
We could do that.
What if I just said Radio Time Pods or something like that?
Let's say that again.
Radio Time Podcast.
That sounds like a different type of podcast.
Okay, What
Sounds
if,
like another.
what if instead of that I was like Radio Time Pod?
Don't say pod. Don't call it Radio Time Podcast, because then it sounds like it's the show's name.
Okay, what if I said Radio Podcast Time Podcast?
We're not really on the radio.
Radio.
You should.
Fake radio.
You should do something
pod.
to do with the panhandlers, maybe.
Oh, let me think. Oh yeah, I just thought of this the other day. This would work. Radio Pod. Cast.
Right. I don't know where to put that, but I'll use it.
This
You know what you could? Oh, you know what we need to do, right? We could have you. We need to really put these into segments, right? So like, because
Like
when Pete
British
gets
people?
when Pete gets here, we'll talk about the Dark Knight and the movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we should have you saying something like, "Panhandlers movie time," or something like that.
just like that.
Panhandlers movie time.
Do Sissyfoots.
Sissyfoots. that's these people know nothing. That's the one thing that I noticed about this show is you guys make a lot of inside jokes that no one
It
gets.
doesn't matter.
Like it's just like you have to be your cousin or brother to get it.
Like what inside
It's awesome.
jokes? Sissyfoots is somebody you know.
It's not a real person,
My
dude.
hissing S's.
I made that up.
Yeah, I know, but I was Paul Rogers and Sissyfoots.
Those are good guys. Why is there just random hot sauce out there?
This is a radio station. Who knows why?
That's cool.
People bring their Mexican food back here.
That's cool. From Maria's Taqueria.
Sponsor us, please.
I don't know how. Maria, please. Actually, I know that lady.
Do you?
She it was weird. I went in there one day. I was randomly talking to her, and she recognized me from doing comedy. She saw a video or somehow of me online, and I
That's
thought
good.
that was weird.
No, it's good.
Yeah, but it was
I
weird.
mean, it's weird, but it's good.
It was weird.
Well, this is a tight knit community, so one person
Probably
knows
yeah,
everybody, kind of thing.
That's true. Shepherdstown.
Well, I was at the doctor's today before I came here. Just had to go to my
Sick.
follow up, and I'm walking down the hall, and one of the nurses said, "Hey, Adam." So I don't know how. Oh, there's Todd, our producer. Hi, Todd. Hi, guys.
I have no idea what's going on. He just said something.
He's
sounds
waiting
good.
for they're remodeling the studio there, and they're bringing in the table today.
That's cool. Studio's got to have a table.
But it's going to be like a cool table where it's going to be like a real radio station table where the host would sit on one side and the guest and the co-host would sit on the other side, looking
like
at each
a
other.
circle.
Yeah. Or like no, it was like so I'd be looking at you instead of when we were in the other studio and we were back to back.
Glass is finally revamping from like 1982,
I know.
from when they.
But
Yeah.
this is like the only real kind of old school radio station around
Really? There's
from ones I've been in.
Well, that's what makes me.
Like
sad.
I was hoping, like I think back to like when in the '70s when you go in, there's like posters all over the wall and pictures and stuff, but no, some of the studios I've been in, it's just very sterile, much like Josh's penis.
This one smells like someone's aunt died, and you have to go clean out. Oh the house. Didn't that just happen to you?
What?
Hasn't that happened to you recently?
Oh yeah.
Don't you have to go clean that?
Well, I don't, but I get to stay there for free.
Was it your? It makes me sound insensitive. Was
No,
it,
I never met the woman. My mother never met
Your
the
mom's aunt.
woman. Her great aunt,
Also, her great aunt. So
like my grandfather's aunt.
or sister, you mean?
No, aunt.
Wow.
My grandfather's
so
aunt.
great aunt.
Maybe to me, I don't know.
So you would be like great. If it's your grandfather's aunt, dude, that's like
It'd be my mother's great aunt, not my great aunt.
well, then it's like your great aunt.
I guess.
Great. There might be 3 greats. I'm not sure, but I've never met the woman.
I mean, I don't know if I'm not really related to her in the sense that I guess sort of.
Yeah, dude, you are. You couldn't do her. And,
Ew.
and it'd be okay or something.
She was 94 or something.
I don't know, man. That just means she's experienced.
Oh, you're sick. I'm gonna have to cut all this out in case my mother listens to it.
Oh God.
In case great Aunt Ann listens from beyond the grave.
Well, just cut out the parts that might incriminate me, but leave it in just so she knows a little bit about what we're talking about. Like,
cut out the parts where you're like, you don't have to do her.
yeah. Well, like you.
Everything with you is about doing people.
That's because when I was a kid, I got done a lot.
Why is that laughing? Why are you laughing over that?
I don't know. You know what it's like to wake up at 5 a.m. and have someone that looks familiar, dressed like a stranger, and make you feel like you don't even know yourself.
I do. That's Academy Award nomination.
That was
acting right there.
That was good. I wonder if how much different my voice is than Pete's voice. You know,
And which way?
because I sort of have I have a nasal or at least a glottal fry or something that's similar to his. I think a little bit. He's just more like, hey, like more. You know,
Well, he doesn't like my impression of it because he says I sound like Jay Leno.
do your impression of Pete.
I'm not prepared. Hey guys, hey, my name's Pete.
That does sound like Jay Leno.
Oh, okay, it don't matter.
But
Pete sort of sounds the same
it has
anyway.
Pete tendencies.
Yeah.
Pete's a little bit deeper than that. Pete's got like a
Hey guys, hey.
hey, what's going on? I'm Pietro DeSanti here, and I used to blow Joey Catrone, and it's not Catron, it's Catrone.
I jerk off to Batman every night. I wish I could wear his
Well,
suit.
you just seem like jerks.
Well, Pete's not here, so we could be jerks. And what Pete did to us the other night.
What did you do? Oh, when
we
he
talked-
left us, when
so
he
when
I love that he thought
this is
that I was
Pete
going to get
being
stabbed.
the pussy he is.
He's not a pussy.
He's a pussy.
Pete's brave, but he does not like.
How is Pete
he
brave
was
at
not-
all?
Here's the thing.
How
about
is he
Pete.
brave at all?
He's brave, and he's a very loyal friend. But here's the thing about Pete: he was not brought up in an environment where scary things happen.
Yeah, I know that is true.
That's what it was. He was just sheltered. That's all.
shelter. He is sheltered.
Like, I'm used to drunk people walking up to me that I show magic tricks to.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened.
Well, I'm not. I'm used to drunk people and stone people walking up to me, maybe not giving me their cell phone to program it, but
Yeah, but, you know that not every black drunk guy walking up to you is not going to rob you
no, or stab
or
me.
stab me.
And if he does, there's two of us there. We'll kick his ass.
We would have reamed
Fucked
that.
him up.
We would have, yeah.
Fucked him up.
And the thing is, I brought up the fact that he was African American, which some of you out there might see. Well, was that necessary, Josh? And it really wasn't. I just did.
Well, it kind. I told he. Who he reminded me of? You know that character Beetlejuice? Not the movie, but that little black guy.
From Howard
He looked
Stern.
exactly like him,
Yeah, well, it's because his
just
eyes
taller.
were bugging out.
and he was. Well, no, not that. But he was drooling on himself, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yes.
he
Okay.
did.
He really was. I thought it was just. I didn't know what it was at first, but it was glistening in the street lights.
Dude, I'm pretty sure that might have been an angel.
Well, I gave him $1. You gave him 50 cents.
I did give him 50 cents.
Pete ran away from him.
Pete.
That's what happened. We were standing
Literally.
there.
Go ahead.
And Pete's sort of backing away as this guy's talking to it. Now, it was weird.
I didn't even notice.
I
I really didn't even notice that he left. He was like a ninja.
And then all of a sudden, I saw him backing away, right? I could tell he was freaked out. And the next thing I know, the guy's going, I'm going to sing you a song.
Oh man!
And he was played a drum. He started, and all of a sudden I turn around and Pete's gone in his car.
And then we see this.
He speeds
him
off by us.
speed by us, like flying fast. Like I guess to let us know that we were in
I
trouble or
guess.
something. You think he was trying to scare the guy?
No, I don't know what he was doing. And then he pulled back around and parked and waited.
Well, we're going to trivia again tonight. So
I know.
are you going?
Yeah.
Nice.
Maybe we'll see the guy again.
Why didn't we should have just went to the dang casino today?
We could. We still can. I don't care.
No, because then what am I going to do tomorrow while my girlfriend's at the beach?
Masturbate to pictures of women that aren't her.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I know. That's what
She'll
I'll be
hear
doing.
this and be like, Josh, and she'll be
We can video Skype each other while we're doing it.
do that. Awesome. Okay, now I'm going to do that every...
But just the faces, right? So you
Wait.
can't see anything. So it's
How-
just our
How long has that earring been here?
earring.
There's an earring hanging up there. Oh, there's an earring that belongs to someone that's just hanging up there. You see it?
I see it.
That's sort of a sad. I wanted the story that's behind that.
You should
thing.
write a short story or a poem about that.
About the lost earring in the radio basement of the radio station.
The radio room.
I like you know what's cool? I was talking about how I did that show the other night. I was at that show, and it was it wasn't a comedy club. It was the Otter Bar in Baltimore,
Is it a bar
or Oda Bar, however you want to pronounce it. Well, the thing is, it's like a club where musicians come and play mostly. Well, they have these guys that I know who have this comedy group called Chuckle Storm, similar to what we do, except for that they actually put out things.
Will we try?
It's okay. They're in a bigger city. They actually, if I showed them the stuff that we've done, I think that they would enjoy it. I'll have to show you something. Anyway, when I was backstage there, all the bands that had played there before, a lot of them would sign their band on there or put a sticker up from their band. And I remember distinctly as I walked out on stage, I thought to myself, I can't believe that I'm playing in the same place that Cock Punch played in. I'm like, yeah, Cock Punch.
The Cock Punch?
The Cock Punch, yep.
Holy crap.
To be honest, I couldn't tell because how it was written, I couldn't tell if it really said Cock Punch or Cock Lunch. I really couldn't, like the way the P was written on top, it sort of looked like it could be a straight L, just with a little, like they tried to be cute and put a little.
Squiggly?
Yeah, exactly. So it was either Cock Punch or Cock Lunch. But God, to just know that my feet were in the same places that their feet were in, it's just an amazing feeling.
It's like when we played at the Pirate Place. When we did that.
That was excellent.
What's that place called? Terrace Bar?
Yep, it's called Terrace Bar. No, it's called Shipwrecked.
Shipwrecked.
It was not. That was a fun show,
That
except
was
for
fun.
that half the audience hated it.
And they didn't get excited until the DJ came on, and then the families could dance together. Because they're really, when I found out that old guy and that girl were like related, and they were going sort of grinding each other.
Ooh, they were related?
I think so. Who told me this? Somebody told me that because I saw she was pretty hot too, and then somebody said, "Oh, either he's related to them in some way, or I don't know." But that sort of showed me that that was a different type of audience, not so much for comedy, but for
booze and dancing with
you would
your
have thought they would have
cousins.
enjoyed my comedy. Maybe they found my jokes insulting because a lot of them were incestual.
We love that stuff. Like,
That's not funny. That's my life.
sleep with your brother's awesome. I don't know. That's a stereotype.
That's how it was, though.
Okay, so before you used to live in England, right?
Yep.
Now, before you did, where'd you live in the USA?
Northern Virginia, Woodbridge area.
So, when you first came to West Virginia, did you think that they were like stereotypes? Did you hear all the stereotypes about us? And by the way, do they know about West Virginia in England?
I don't know.
Did they make them learn all the states and stuff over there?
No. I don't think. I mean, not in my school, as far as I know. People don't know where like Virginia was. All they know is New York and Florida. New York, Florida, and California.
That's weird.
And I guess when George Bush came in, they realized Texas was crazy.
Texas is crazy.
But other than that, I think that they make. No, they don't really. They're too busy. They make fun of their own country too, like we do. Except their country's so small, but yet nobody likes people from other parts.
Well, that's what
like the Northerners and the Southern, and this. It's weird.
Well,
it's
I was
funny.
going to say the Northerners there are equivalent to our Southerners here, right? Is that correct? Like the Northerners there are sort of like the lower class, or like the people that they make fun of, like the rednecks, right? They can't see the quotes I'm making.
I'd go for that. I'd say that.
That's what I've heard. Like,
and the Northerners don't like the Southerners. Well, I mean, not that they don't like him, but they make fun of him like we do.
Yeah.
To our Southerners. Although I do think that they understand the fact that we say our Southerners are like inbreds and or, joke around like that, but it's not like a big thing. Like I never thought about West Virginia. And then my mom said she said when she wrote me or talked to me and said, "Oh yeah, we're getting a house in West Virginia." I was thinking West Virginia at first because I didn't realize that the Panhandle stretches out. It's basically Virginia or Maryland.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's
where we are.
Well, where I live now, which is actually pretty southern and sort of, I guess.
Now your part of West Virginia would scare me.
This is Midwestern also. It's not that scary. They have some good food. Seriously. Well, Huntington at one point was the fattest city in the.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, Jamie Oliver went down there. Anyway, I like. There's parts. I like that I started out. Well, I started out doing comedy in Baltimore, but I like that I moved down there because you get all the shit gigs out of the way like fast, and there's a lot of them.
But you'll have the shit gigs in like New York and stuff, though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So you'll have you're having the shittier of the shits.
It's like my Hamburg. You know how the Beatles went to Hamburg first before they did stuff in London?
No, I didn't know that.
Well, they started out in London, then they went to Hamburg for a while, and they played and played and played and played and got really good. And then they went
Hamburg's
back.
pretty big, though.
Yeah, well, then they went back to. I mean, I know Huntington isn't. They start with the same letter, Huntington and Hamburg. No, what I'm saying
Hamburger?
is they got their 1,000 hours in, right?
It's like pilots.
Yeah, They got their time in, and then it made them really good. I mean, I don't.
Oh, that's true. You like you learn your craft.
That's what I'm saying, and that's what I feel like Huntington's been for me, because I don't know. I get to be around other dudes that are actually pretty funny that not a lot of people know about.
That's good, because up here in Shepherdstown, I think that I've sort of helped my craft of writing, script writing, and regular writing, because I've been able to do workshops and stuff like that.
Shepherdstown is a good little artsy town. I like it. It's like a small Portland or something.
Now that I'm out of it, I don't know if I'd come back to live here. Well, I'm only 10 minutes down the road, but I don't know if I'd live in here.
Where do you want to live?
There might be too many hippies around here for me.
Yeah, they're hipsters.
Hipsters.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about where I want to live. I want to just I just want to have enough money. I want to have a lot of money that I can go wherever I want, whenever I want. If I think, I want to go to New York City today, I'm going to go to New York City. I'll stay as long as I want. If I want to go to Chicago, D.C., Seattle. Never been to Seattle. I want to go see that music museum they got up there.
I want to see that big...
or Jimi Hendrix. I want to see his burial place. I think it's up there.
I want to jump off the Space Needle.
Like bungee jump?
No, like just, see what happens. Take my life into my own hands. Jump off the Space Needle.
But then you'll die. Unless you got a Batman cape. I think that's what Pete
Radio. Podcast. Anyway.
Well, Pete should be here soon, I guess. But he said he didn't go to bed till like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I didn't go to bed till like about that time too, so he has no excuse.
I went to bed at about 11 or 12.
I'm mad at you, Pete. You let me down. You messed up our plans.
I think we probably... he told me. I said, we can do it tomorrow. It don't matter.
The sad thing is he planned everything.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah, and then he did...
I said, I'll be in Shepherdstown anyway, so let me know. I thought I said that. Good thing about Facebook chat is that it stays there, so we can go back and look.
Yeah, well, he did make at one point, he said, maybe we should do it on Wednesday. And I did say that was okay. But for some reason, it didn't stay in my mind for very long, that idea. And I kept thinking tomorrow. Maybe I thought tomorrow... or today was Wednesday. I don't know. My days get mixed up sometimes.
I wish they had horse racing on Wednesday night now.
You are becoming an addict with this,
have you've been in the horse racing?
I have.
That's fun. That's cheap too.
My sister and her boyfriend, I mean, they're pretty much married, but they're just not doing that whole thing. Mostly because he's an illegal immigrant.
Oh, is it? Where's he from?
Peru. They're actually in Peru right now. Should I not say that he's illegal? I don't know. But he has a son here, so he's sort of... I don't know that rule. My nephew was born here.
How do you get in the country if he's illegal? I always want to know how illegals get in the country.
Planes?
And get jobs. Well, like...
fake IDs?
If I want to go to, like, Canada, I can get into Canada. But how am I going to get a job? I can't get a job in Canada unless I get, like, sponsored. Like, I have to get, like, a green card and all that. But how do Canadians and all sorts of other people, the Brits and stuff... I know it's all... I always talk about, like, acting jobs and stuff. But how do they come over here and just, like, get jobs?
I think it's...
Like, it must be much more lenient in this country or something.
You come over, you blow a couple of dudes, you save that money up, you invest it into something, right? And then by that time, people are just like, well, he's accepted, and then it's okay. And then you blow a couple more dudes, with bigger wangs. And then it's a system of wangs. Like, it's a step up. Like, you start off with a small...
A Tootsie Roll up to a...
Yeah. And then after that, they're finally just like, well, you're a citizen now. It's sort of like,
So if it was if we were the it'd go from you, Pete, Joey, and then I'd be the greatest of the wangs.
Yeah, something like that.
The biggest of the wangs.
Yeah, well, if that's what you think. I don't know. I'm going to go with...
I'll prove it right now.
Okay. If you
now.
If you want to pull out your dong...
Zip.
Yeah, that was a good radio sound. We have a good effects crew here. Zip, thump. That was good.
I'll edit the sound effects in there.
Wah, wah. Can you have one that sounds like that? Wah, wah.
Yeah, I want to get one of those kazoo noises. It was like... Whoop.
I don't think that's a kazoo.
It isn't that thing where it goes... Whoop.
That's not a kazoo.
What is that?
Kazoo is like the thing that's like...
I know, I thought it's the thing you pull.
No, that's a... there's a name for it.
Just a whistle?
It's a slide whistle. That's what it's called.
What's a kazoo?
Kazoo is like the little thing that has like a little plastic film in there, and it's like... It has like, you know what I'm talking about?
I think I do.
It's sort of a weird thing. But yeah, you were wrong.
I'm wrong a lot.
You were wrong.
Hey,
man.
well, I'll edit this to make me look right.
He's just like, it was a no. He tells me that it's completely wrong. It was a slide whistle.
It was a slide whistle, not a kazoo.
Where
I wish our telephone worked in here yet.
No. How do these podcasts? Have they had any luck with these or?
With what? Us?
Yeah.
Our podcast?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably not. We gotta have more. I'm gonna get it on. I'm gonna find it on iTunes soon. Hopefully.
That's cool.
How we get it on iTunes? We gotta find that out.
I'm sure there's. Just look it up. How to get a podcast on iTunes.
I think we need an RSS. I don't know what that is though.
Google is your best friend, dude.
I did look it up once.
Yeah, right.
It seemed I think we need a website.
Well,
We should have a website. We're the Panhandlers.
that's true. Maybe we could do more podcasts and sketches, or like we got to think of something creative to do.
I also thought we could do radio sketches
That's cool. Like
because if you're in Huntington,
we could record it.
yeah, I mean we could Skype it or whatever. But we
Well,
can't
the
really
thing
film
I-
with you in Huntington without you know.
I thought you guys were gonna pay for like a. Oh,
There's Pete
well, I'm gonna move over so Pete can have some talkie.
entering the room right now. Is our good friend Pietro, who finally made it. Yeah.
I told him not to.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Oh, I'm not in a good mood, guys.
Why?
I have a lot going on.
Like what?
Nothing. I thought you would wait for me.
Well, we're only a half hour in.
Seems like a pretty long time.
Don't blame me.
We can go as long as we want.
I'm alright.
Besides, I thought it'd be good to have Josh time on the radio.
It was
He'd
not
have
me.
time. He'd have time.
It's not me.
I'm not mad at you. We're at him.
It's Adam.
Don't blame me.
You guys talking to the mic.
Yeah, we could share a mic, Josh.
You speaking to the mic. It's
Me,
your mic.
That's the worst one.
This
Me and
is
Josh
not
were
my
speaking to
mic.
This one.
My mic's that one because this one doesn't work.
Well, it does work.
As well.
It's not for
You
you.
fixed it.
I rushed here as fast as I could.
You didn't have to do that.
27 minutes late. It's not that funny. Okay.
But we were no,
Guys, go back to your
But-
conversation.
Pete. We
No.
weren't really talking about anything. We were waiting for you.
We could restart. Let's just restart.
No,
I'm not
it's fine.
restarting. It's
I
part of the podcast now.
want to hear it.
Yeah, he wanted.
Why don't we just
I don't
listen
think he
to
wants
it?
to hear what we talked about.
What was it?
He was trying to say bad stuff about you.
Don't give me that.
He did.
Josh did too.
Dude, he looks evil.
He does.
You have a goatee today, and it's scaring me.
Alright.
I mean,
Yeah.
but just on the record, and I'm not taking some of the blame because I let it happen, but it was fucking Adam.
That's
Well,
very
I didn't
funny.
really want to wait around for like. I thought, well, we'll have a half hour left. Me and Pete, yes, but me and Josh can talk for a while without Pete. I don't care if you guys talked
That's
without me
true.
for
There
a while.
was that one show you guys had.
Yeah, it was our old radio.
Mindstall
time.
Effect.
Mindstall Effect.
That's what this podcast can be called. And then I showed
You
up.
think he's upset?
No.
But see, I thought maybe Josh, because you and me talk all the time, Pete. So I thought, oh, maybe me and Josh will just start the show off.
I am happy to
Wait for
be
you
able
to
to
hear
hear it without me. I can actually listen to it.
I don't think you'll like what we had to say. What Josh had to say about you is just awful.
I did not say anything bad.
All right.
See a
disrespected
man walking
him all
around.
day.
I did not disrespect anyone.
That's Todd, our producer.
Todd's got things to do.
Hey guys.
Todd would probably like the first 27 minutes more than the other shows.
Does he like edit it or something?
No, he
He's
just.
just not a fan of me or my work. I'm just kidding.
I don't believe that.
Todd said he liked. Well, he asked me if our show sounded better, so he obviously didn't listen to the second one.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
I should have said, which way? What way do you mean does it sound better? Content wise or content or not context?
I wanted to be like,
Sound.
and guess who we have here? Josh McDonald, he's back. But I can't because he's been back for 27 minutes.
Technically, no one will know the order. We could do that. We could record that after
Yeah, but
and put it back in. At
I like the way
beginning.
we did because Pete. I like how people hear Pete upset that he wasn't here. Because
you could edit that out. I would assume.
I accidentally hurt his feelings by starting the show early.
No, I mean, just a little let down. like Batman says to Catwoman.
No, it was something he was excited about. He was excited about it, and it was fucking Adam.
But not only that, but you guys
I
said
don't
that
care.
I just was trashed the first 27 minutes. So that makes it worse, I think.
Wait, was it really? Were we really have already been talking 27 minutes?
What was it about? You can just tell me.
No, you gotta listen to it.
Yeah, they don't have to wait a long time. Just need to tell me
Can we
now.
just play it back now?
No, don't play it back. That's 27 minutes.
No, it was about.
There has to be like
was about-
what was
it was
what was
about 3
mean to me?
minutes.
What was mean to me?
No, all I said, Adam was saying, "Oh, pizza pussy, blah blah blah," and all I said, "No, he's just never been raised in an environment where like bad stuff like that happen, like people that might stab you or around, or people on drugs, like hardcore." I said that you were just sheltered. That's all. Which is most people. Like most people that I know are like that.
I
Like
think that's more insulting than me calling him a pussy.
That doesn't sound mean. That's just true. I told Adam that this week.
I said I thought I pissed you off because I was giving you a hard time about it.
No,
being sheltered.
I thought I'd get some crap for it because it was a really wimpy thing to do. But I just would rather be called a wimp than dead. And that guy scared me. He scared me.
I thought you were doing to be funny. I could see why you'd be scared of him.
No, I was scared. I flew out to be funny.
Okay,
But then I
that's what
waited
thought.
in my car for him to leave. So obviously I was a little scared.
No, I can understand why
Or
you'd be scared,
concerned.
but living in Huntington and at my mom's house has made me not be afraid of the people that were like that fella. He was just blown out of his mind on drugs.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. So.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. That's not mean. So what was the other mean stuff?
I don't think that
was
was.
it. That's what we
No,
talked
that's all
about.
we talked about. Yeah, I mean, you might hear one part that's just like pizza motherfucking faggot or something like that, but I don't know. That just slipped in there. Apologies to all faggots.
That hurts me. No.
Is that offensive? No, but the thing is, I heard that people were offended by that word, but then I was just like, oh, you know what? Screw that, because people always talk about that they like gay people are the new most discriminated against people, right? But no, fat people are, because I had an experience with this last night. If you're fat, people will make fun of other fat people right in the room with you there. It's not like, oh, we can't say that in front of the fatty. You know what I'm saying?
That's a really good point.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
Like there was this person that was like, "Yeah, there's this fat dumb person I know," and they'll just go real in detail, and I'm like, "Well, there's a fat guy right here," you know. It's sort of.
To me, there's a difference.
That's a really good point Josh just
To
made.
me, there's a difference between fat people and overweight people. The overweight people are the nice people you like. They're just bigger. The fat people are the ones you see walking the streets you hate. You either hate them or you look at them and you go, you fucking fat ass. All you do is show your face full of cupcakes. Look at you and your kids. It's awful.
That's
Yeah, but dude, that's like
That sounds pretty mean.
their struggle. It's not like people they look in the mirror and they're like, "I'm glad I'm doing this."
Is that what Adam was talking about me
You know
the
what I
first 27 minutes? Was he saying all that stuff about me and my kids?
Yeah, yeah.
Now I get it.
No, because I see some people, right? Now I feel
By the way,
bad
the
for 'em 'cause
podcast
they're
is
so
back on track.
I do feel bad because they're big, right?
Yeah.
But I watch them walk down. They're like yelling at their kids, and their kids got like fucking mullet and shit. And I'm like, what the hell's wrong? And they're wearing
That's
like shirts that are
ridiculous.
so small, their belly's all hanging out below. I'm like, come on.
Here's one thing I can't figure out. Okay, what's the term
Josh is hilarious.
for people who like really fat people? What's that term? Like people
Chubby chasers?
chubby chasers, right? I don't understand that. I never got it because when would you ever have to fucking chase them ever? Like you can catch them easy. It's just like,
That's
hey,
a good point.
here's a frisbee donut, and they're there.
Let's go back to your first point, though. I think that was really brilliant. Because you wouldn't make fun of a black person in front of a black person or
Or gay
a gay
person.
person in front of a gay person. But fat jokes do go well with fat people all the time.
Yeah.
I know.
Some
I
fat people-
hear them.
Fat people don't know they're fat sometimes.
No, the person telling the joke. No.
People don't know they're fat. They don't wake up and like, why is this size 50 not? I don't understand.
No, but it's the person telling the joke. They see the fat person, so that's why Josh is saying for some reason they're
That's
comfortable with
because
it.
they don't see you as fat. They see somebody else as fat.
I guess that makes sense.
Not you personally.
Well, there's two sides. There are the people who have fat denial, and those are the ones that are just like, hey, look at that guy, and he looks pretty much just like him. You know what I mean? It's like you look in the mirror and they'll make fun of him, like. Or what I hate is the fat dudes who are
That's
just
funny.
like, I ain't gonna date no fat girls. Fat girls smell like cheese. And you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, no, dude. Like one day when you're 30 and you're balding and your dick's never been touched, you are gonna be like, come on, fatty, let's go out for some drinks.
Is
You're
the
gonna-
first
you're
27
gonna
minutes
feel
like
bad.
this? Because I think it's funny.
No,
I'll listen to it.
The first 27 minutes are.
Josh is very
It's
funny.
sort of like Batman. The first 27 minutes of Batman kind of slow.
kind of awesome.
Well, for some people, it was exciting. Don't put that in there. That's too soon.
You're not in the mic.
Oh yeah,
It'll
that's
resonate. It's low. You can still hear. See?
when Todd comes in. And go,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Stupid. Yeah. Oh, you want to talk about Batman now?
Not really.
You just said it.
Well, now we're talking about fat people.
Let's talk about.
Well, there's nothing else to say.
We can move on from fat people to Batman real easy.
Do it. Show the transition.
Batman rhymes.
That's a good transition. Decent.
Because if you remember, there wasn't many people in that movie that were very overweight. Think of one person. Bane.
Technically, he'd be overweight, but he is just filled
He's
with muscles.
muscles.
Yeah.
That Bane fellow.
The
Was,
doctor would say he's overweight, but he's
we
really
all saw
not.
that movie, right?
Yep.
Adam, when did you see it?
I saw it yesterday.
Oh, well, you're late.
Yeah. I didn't because didn't know you guys were going. I forgot that you guys were going to go at 10:30 in the morning on Friday. And
Yeah.
I woke up, my neck was hurting so bad.
My neck hurts right now, actually.
Like it hurt so bad, and it was up to my head. It was awful.
My body hurts. It's saying, what am I doing right now? But I'm here.
That's what it is. I knew it.
Your body hurts.
Yeah, I feel tired and weak. Pretty good, though.
You need to eat some protein.
Yeah, I didn't have anything to eat
Oh, that's probably why.
or drink.
You guys
Because
wanna
I
do
rushed
something
out.
After this,
I rushed out.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
something cheap.
I'm hungry for a
Have a
beep.
budget.
You know what I mean by beep?
No, one of the other thing we
Taco.
That's a beep. You can't say taco. Actually, his
Some people use it as a sexual term. That's why I was just using it as I need a Doritos Locos.
You could just say, "Let's go have tacos."
It was a joke. Just kidding.
um
It's true. Tacos sometimes are known as female anatomy, right, Josh? Back me up on that one.
yeah, it's and also they they'll say stuff like yeah, how about you have a taco with some sour cream? and I think that means like a yeast infection or something.
Oh.
Yeah, right. You ever notice guys freak out
I
about?
thought it was Supreme, a Taco Supreme. It sounded good.
Yeah.
Now I don't want it.
I thought the sour cream was the man thing.
Man sauce?
Yeah.
So
And then cheese.
That
and
makes
taco.
sense, Josh.
This is disgusting talk.
is
It's just slang, man. If you can't deal with the slang,
I can't deal with female anatomy.
how you gonna
disease.
bang the tacos?
it's just
You know what I'm saying?
Is like refried beans the butthole?
Oh my god.
Is that's dirty, isn't it?
Well, this is all
That'd
this.
be the tortilla.
I knew.
We're just being informative.
I listened to your guys' last podcast, and I was like, okay, when I'm on there, it's gonna go from like a PG rating to like an R rating, and I don't feel comfortable about that because I wish that I could do like cleaner stuff. You know what I mean? But when you get raped,
It's terrible.
see, that's awful, right? See, now
Yeah.
now we're gonna be part of this controversy, right? And you guys never talked about that, and I was sort of sad because I wanted to bring that up.
Can you move the mic up a little for Josh? He has to bend over. It's
I'm
too far.
cricking my neck.
Well, it's as
Uh,
far as it goes.
Oh goodness, no! But you guys never talked about that Daniel Tosh controversy. I guess no one cares about it anymore. But I
I
thought
don't know
it
what
was
it is.
interesting.
Go ahead and tell
Since
us.
you guys pass yourselves off as a funny podcast.
Actually, we've made it clear many times that this is not funny.
I listened to the second one. I laughed a lot.
I laughed at it a lot too.
I listened to it mostly so I could see what I said about Batman.
What did I say about the Batman?
Yeah.
Scroll.
I spoiled a lot. A lot of my guesses were right, which was kind of bad. If anyone listened, but who cares? All right, we're talking about Daniel Tosh. I don't know what this controversy is. That he's
I've
not
heard
not
something
funny
about it, I
anymore.
remember.
Oh yeah, you told me about it.
Yeah, it's that a girl's basically heckled him, or at least talked during his set, and he was doing a bit about how rape jokes are always funny, which is an opinion, and he's also, doing a theater show like a play, except for it's stand-up comedy. It's just an art form, right? And then she yells, "Rape is never funny, actually." And then he's like, "Oh, see what I'm saying, guys? Wouldn't it be funny if she got raped by like 5 dudes right now, right?" That was his response to a heckler. And you know how people deal with hecklers and things like that.
Yep.
I just don't understand why she would go to a Daniel Tosh show and be like, you know what? I hope he talks about hugging cats. Like, I don't know what she would expect to hear there.
not comedy. Hey yo, Yahtzee. He's not funny.
The show's not funny anymore. Daniel Tosh is still funny, but
Oh yeah, you saw him.
he's funny.
I told you. I don't like comedians that are jerk comedians. I'm not a fan of them.
Have you
Only
ever-
jerk comedian I like is the one you talked to me about. That sounded British. Talk to me
Anthony
about-
Jeselnik.
Anthony Jeselnik is funny. He's very funny.
I'm sort of a
He's-
jerk comic.
No. Maybe you are if I didn't know you.
Naive. Yeah, if you didn't know me.
But I do know you, and I know you're a nice guy. But he's very funny. But the rest of them, I don't like that kind of comedy.
But my point about the whole thing is it's an act. Like, you wouldn't stand up in the middle of a play that had a rape
Oh,
scene
yeah,
and be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
rape is never entertaining.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, no one would do that. It's like people don't get how stand-up works.
Walk out of the girl with the dragon tattoo, and that happens.
be
Like,
like,
this is not
"What?"
entertaining.
That's never entertaining to me.
Why would you put that on the movie? Nobody wants to watch that. Yeah, you're right. But maybe she knows someone that was raped. I guess
Well, if everyone knew someone, then nothing would be funny ever. Like, we couldn't make jokes about anything. Don't make jokes about doghouses. Doghouse fell on Jim. You can't do that. He's going to get pissed if you talk about the doghouse.
Or like making fun of like people make fun of mentally handicapped people.
yeah, that's true.
Everyone knows at least one retard.
No, that's kind of funny.
I'm looking at two of them myself.
Oh, I'm holding up a mirror.
I had a retard joke
looking
about.
at him and you. See what I did there?
I don't know if I should say my retard joke.
Yeah, you already said. You might as well tell us.
It's offensive. It really is.
You'll be offended by it, Pete.
We'll see.
It's more offensive than funny, but it's funny because it's so overly
Which one
offensive.
should I have two of them. Which one should I
Both.
use?
Do the first one first.
You know what he's talking about?
Hey, Pete. What did the retard say?
I don't know.
His retard also doubles as a zombie.
Yeah. I should have been like, Pete.
That's all right.
Pete, what did the retard say?
I don't know.
I saw the Dark Knight 3 times!
That's funny.
Did you know that
Because I saw
retard
it 5 times. No, I'm just
is an offensive term, but retarded isn't? They like prefer
my
retarded.
mom doesn't like that word retarded.
But they
You know who else
prefer that
doesn't?
compared to
Do you know who else
retard.
doesn't like retard?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Dylan Hawkins.
That's because he took care of one, right? Is he gonna listen to this? This makes us feel.
I don't know. I don't.
Well, my mom is a teacher, so that's why.
Okay, it's weird though.
And it's the same thing. When I call somebody a retard, I never say it to a mentally handicapped person because they're never.
A special
They
ed
never
teacher,
do
I should
anything.
say.
I say it to stupid people who do stupid things. But like, if I saw a real, like, I know some mentally handicapped people and they're cool.
I have a
And
problem.
I would never call them that.
I have a problem with saying things are gay. We have PSAs on my radio station I work at. It says, "Don't say that's gay." You know, it's offending homosexuals. Because I mean, like, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
stupid or
plus
something.
you're a family radio show or station.
I don't say it on the air.
Who was that? Yeah, sorry.
Grizzly Adams.
Oh, sorry, Pete.
But
This microphone's the best.
I wish people just could
I feel like we're in
just.
an 80s band.
I wish they could just relax. Don't you think, Josh? Wouldn't it be better just to relax
It would be
about all this stuff?
because
just
we-
relax.
we-
Just
we-
take a chill pill.
We've become PC to the point that it's debilitating us. I think. Like, where's the free speech?
Yeah, and I always feel the need to apologize all the time.
I don't.
No, you
I
don't.
say what I want when I want. You don't like it. You kiss Josh's ass.
That's true. Yeah, Adam was making me mad on Facebook when he was talking about like me being a wimp because he went way too far.
I didn't mean to.
You didn't go way too far, like say too much, but I mean you kept piling on. And I was like, enough! I'm getting out of here. See you, Adam.
I knew I did because I forgot what you said, and then the last thing I said was, "Why didn't you do this?" I
Yeah,
didn't mean it like in a dick way. But
yeah, I know.
And then he's like, "Geesh, I'm leaving. See ya."
Yeah, that was
Like,
funny.
uh-oh.
Yeah, it wasn't really a big deal though. I was just like, enough! I get
I
it.
got to him.
I was a wimp. I get it. But I never said I wasn't.
I really didn't think of you as a wimp that night. I just thought that, like I was saying, you were sheltered. I was like, he's never been around this type of thing. If he came
Seriously,
to
haven't.
If he came to my mom's house more often, he would, you know.
You gotta get into 20%.
I just worried because he asked you for money.
You gotta grow up.
And when he asked for your money, and I was like, we don't have that much money. What if you would kill us?
Dude, he's
Why is that funny? It's a serious concern.
We could have taken that dude. He obviously couldn't afford a gun. Did you see what he was
He
wearing?
obviously had no control over his own body.
Did anyone else notice
Why?
that
One,
the
he was
shoes?
drooling, and two,
Did anyone
I didn't
notice?
stay long enough to notice.
Did anyone notice the shoes that
I
he was
was
wearing?
gone pretty
no, I
quick.
didn't see that.
I didn't notice anything, but
They were
that
like
he was
those
scaring
Reebok
me.
pump shoes from the '90s
All right.
with like holes in the pumps.
Well, I told Pete. I don't think I told you, but after that guy left us,
Yeah.
or after we left, we all got in our car. I was the last one to leave out of there, and I drove around, and the dude was walking back the other way. He told me, remember you didn't even hear him, but he asked me, he said something like, "Are you going?" He wanted me to drive him up the road or something. I said, "Oh no, man, I'm going the other way."
He
Right.
asked us first.
And then I told him the cops were. I said, "Maybe the cops will give you a lift," and he was like, "Oh, okay." Anyway, so I drive out back the way I said I wasn't going, and he was walking back the other way with his shirt off over his shoulder, just like.
I always
was
trust my gut, and I had a bad feeling, so I left. But it must have been just due to my lack of experience
It was the spicy pizza.
with whatever you want to say he was. Don't
need to get
want
you
to
back
insult
out
him.
now.
He was a homeless person.
Most of the
Okay.
time when they ask you for money, you say no. They go, "Whoa."
There are
Okay.
these people in Huntington.
Did you give him
right?
those quarters?
I did.
I give him $1.
I showed him the trick first, and he just looked at me like he was not impressed. He was like, "Bitch, I'm homeless. You know how amazing it is that I wake up
not homeless,
every
he
day.
ain't-
It's
Oh
magic.
my God.
It's magic
Doesn't
that
he
I
have
even
a-
wake up,
He said he had a woman at home.
dude. All homeless people say they have a woman, man.
I want to see one. And kids?
Adam, I just want to say I brought this. There's nothing in it. I just always bring it.
I'm
I have my
sorry.
notes for work, but that's it.
I'm sorry, but if you have no job, you probably don't have a chick. And
Chick?
You had
a
chick
lady.
and No job.
He works.
I have a job.
He has multiple
Now he
jobs.
does, but before he didn't.
I guess for
I lived off student loans, Adam. And because I'm not a person that can work, and still go to school and do really well. Like I just won't. Like I don't know why. I'm
neither could
stupid.
I.
I wasn't that stupid. I mean, I wasn't that smart, I guess.
No,
But,
you were.
But I did work. Like
You just
I-
wanted to focus with jujitsu.
Well, like and
I
people
understand.
thought I didn't work, but like me, like when I was with Mary, we had a business to and cut out her name, bleep her name.
Cakes and
Please.
such.
Yeah, we did that together, and I put money into that, and it was like something that we did. So like I did have a job, I just didn't work.
And then one day Josh told
You don't
me,
need to defend yourself to me.
I'm not defending myself. It's just it's true.
Adam's just being a hard ass today, apparently.
It's okay to be unemployed.
And guess
Josh.
what? I like it. I like it.
I'm a dick today.
I like it. I
wasn't
like it.
unemployed.
I like it. I like Adam.
Technically, the state would consider me unemployed, but I was an entrepreneur. So
Well, that's the tax write-off.
I see that on dating shows a lot. At the bottom it says entrepreneur.
It's unemployed.
Yeah.
that means trust fund kid.
Yeah, I
It
think
means the
so.
parents are giving him money.
I just like to give Josh a hard time about it. I'm sorry, I upset you.
Adam, you gotta stop
not
upsetting
mine.
all your friends. I'm just kidding.
I won't have any soon to upset.
Oh, that's
there's
true. See you, man.
There's
Boop.
a bump there, but that's not where it hurts. No, that hurts there. That's a totally different thing.
You need a massage?
That's just
I don't know-
MRSA.
I don't know how to
Oh,
do
just
them.
joking.
Mercy.
No.
He's growing a hump.
No, yeah, I got a I guess I'd say a pimple or something on my neck, but that's not why my neck hurts. Keep sleeping on it wrong or something.
That's what I did.
I go through pillows like nothing.
Dude, pillows are so hard.
'Cause
to
you
find
hump
good
'em.
pillows.
No, my head's so heavy or something, I guess.
Does look pretty heavy.
With all that brain.
Looks kind of
You
like
hurt me.
I'm sorry.
looks like
you
a.
didn't really.
Let me kiss to make it better.
Oh, it's just this microphone.
Can't it be moved up? It can be moved up. Yeah, like
No,
that.
that's as far as it. Hold on.
It just
Oh,
keeps.
it doesn't
dangling
hold
like
up.
A wiener.
It doesn't. It's nothing to keep it.
Skib up, scooby dooby doob up.
I'll trade seats with you, Josh.
Yeah, let's trade seats.
Let's
We're trading
trade.
seats.
I have to be next to Adam now. Ugh. This guy is a good man.
Oh, this is way better.
I'm a fan of.
We changed seats.
My stomach's growling.
Well,
This
let's
is a-
talk. We should probably talk about Batman so we get something to eat.
Okay.
Podcast is already over.
No.
I'm out of here
Well, he just got here.
when it's over.
When it's over.
Which is common sense, right? Hey, I was going to pick up my Entertainment Weekly to bring, and then we could read some stuff and talk about that, but I didn't. It was a bad idea. I just left it there at my house. You agree, right? That would have been stupid.
It was a bad idea to tell us about it.
Well,
This guy never stops.
I liked
I'm
Bat.
a jerk comedian.
I like it.
I liked Batman. I
On-
like.
You gotta set the segment
Hey,
up first.
he's a jerk comedian on and off stage.
I like Batman. How are you set up?
Now it's time for our review
Scuba dooba skiba daba scuba daba dooba dee ba
of
daba
The
daba
Dark
dooba
Knight
dooba.
Rises
Yeah.
by
You listened
Christopher
last
Nolan.
week, or whenever we.
Now, for those of
posted
you who have
it.
not seen it, this will probably contains
spoilers.
spoilers. So
Yeah, it has to
be prepared. So Pete,
Oh crap! I forgot. I
sorry,
wrote
Josh.
I wrote this thing up. Oh well.
Pete, we know you're the biggest fan in this room, as far as I know. Bigger than Josh, right?
Well, not in size.
Well, in fandom of Batman. So, would you like to take the honors, sir?
Yeah.
Start us off.
I guess. Okay, so I saw this movie at midnight, right? It was a good movie and everything. They had the bats and the cat, and no penguin like in Batman Returns. So that was weird. All right, I thought that'd be funny. Here we go. No, I saw it at midnight with my family. Then I saw it with my mom and sister. Then I saw it at 10 a.m. with Josh and our friend George.
Which was sort of like family.
Oh, I like Pittsburgh. Hey, can I say the two quotes that George said?
Yeah,
Before we
you
start talking
should
about
say it
Batman?
because it was.
First of all, there was a Total Recall trailer. And, of course, we all know that new movie with Colin Farrell, right?
Firth.
Yeah, Colin Farrell. And, Colin Firth. And he's watching the trailer and he says, "This looks like a remake of Mr. and Mrs. Smith."
Yeah.
Which, of course,
And
it's a remake of Total Recall.
And then Pete just like mocking him. It's like, this is Mr. and Mrs. Smith. He was like, yeah, I know it is. like he thought of it. Like,
And then he got quiet. And then the next thing he said was, there's a trailer for The Watch, and he's not a fan of Jonah Hill. And Jonah Hill has a bunch of guns in his
He was
room. And then Jonah Hill picks up the gun. He's like, "Turn that gun on yourself and do us all a favor."
Yeah, right. And then
Which was very loud, by the way.
yeah, and not
He doesn't
only
just whisper it to you.
and the thing that I kept thinking the whole time was like, it was just after this tragedy that just happened in Aurora. So I was like, people are already sensitive, and this guy's telling people to turn guns on themselves.
Kind of ironic and terrible.
I'm just like, this is awful.
All right, that was our experience. And the third time I saw it in IMAX in Frederick, it was good. Here's my thoughts on the movie.
Oh, and you saw all those in one weekend, right?
Yeah, I need to go today or tomorrow. I'm getting that itch. I'm getting the bad itch. I give them...
That sounds really gay.
That did. I
You
give
need
The
to
Dark
just take
Knight
it.
Rises an A. Not an A+, an A. I loved it.
Wait. You said it was going to be an A+ last week.
Yeah, well, I was wrong then.
Well, you watched it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not just going to give it A+ because...
But you can't.
Batman's
I
in
told
it.
you not to review it until... Anyways, continue.
Well, remember I gave the first two an A2, and then I switched it to A+ at the end of the podcast. But anyway, this is a very good movie. I enjoyed it. I love seeing Batman fighting Bane. Bane was amazing. You guys can probably agree to this. Tom Hardy did the best possible job you could do following up Heath Ledger's Joker, because it's very different. It's the opposite of Joker, and also very awesome for the screen.
I thought, as far as villain goes, as far as evenly matched villains goes, he was a better villain than the Joker.
Yeah, you can
Now, I'm
say
not
that.
saying that he was better, like that he did a better job at acting or anything like that. Heath Ledger obviously did an amazing job and was
Yeah.
very charismatic and unique.
Mm-hmm.
Bane's performance wasn't necessarily unique. Unique? That sounds like someone's name in the Bronx. I'm sorry. Anyway, it wasn't unique, but
Yeah.
it was, like, as far as Batman villain goes, very good. I like it.
I thought it was unique.
I liked him.
You just comparing it to like different things.
Yeah.
I like the way
Not
his
in the comic
voice
book
came
movies
out.
though. It's pretty neat.
His
for
voice
comic
was
book.
very strange, that mask.
Yeah, I liked it.
Well, everyone's been comparing it to Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Nothing like Sean
And
Connery.
I know, I don't think so either. But like, everyone's been saying it. I think it's just they think anything that sounds foreign sounds like Sean Connery to them. Like, oh, that guy sort of got an accent, Sean Connery.
Some sweet.
But I thought it sounded like Darth Vader mixed with, like, I don't know.
People said they couldn't understand, but I could understand.
Some of it I couldn't.
When he got high pitched, I couldn't understand. Like,
Yeah.
why Batman? Why Batman? Why Batman? I would just be like,
Batman.
Batman. What? No man. Sometimes he would get really high pitched like that, and it was,
I was worried about Anne Hathaway. I thought she was really good as Catwoman.
I thought she was beautiful
Yeah.
and very elegant.
I liked everything. The ending, I liked in some ways. I liked it more the more I watched it. And I want to explain that to all the fans, but it's very spoiler filled. Can I just do it?
Do it.
Okay, me and Josh walked out of the theater, and Josh had Inception on the brain and thinking, what if Alfred had thought this up, right? But really, there's so many things that Bruce Wayne does at the end to prove that he's alive and everything. That's mind-blowing. I didn't pick it up till the third time I saw it.
Explain.
I will indeed. First, the one thing I did pick up is he fixed the autopilot,
Well, I picked that up the first time.
and he patched all the other bats, and that's why
He
Lucius
patched the
Fox.
other bats.
Yeah, because Lucius Fox is looking at a different bat at the end when they're trying to fix it.
What bat?
I mean, that's what his vehicle's called. That blows up at the end. There's other ones.
Ah.
Okay?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then he gets a smile on his face. Then, John Blake, the detective, goes to his will thing, you know. Well, first, before that, he says he's leaving it to the orphans, you know, but they say that the pearls are missing, and that's a sign that he took them and gave them to Catwoman, okay? Then Blake says, is there anything for me? And they say, no, there's nothing for you. And then they ask for, he says his real name, Robin, right?
Yeah, he is Robin.
And then he's given a bag. This is from Bruce Wayne's will, and it has the coordinates to the Bat Cave in it. That's how he finds it. Is he reads the numbers, and he's able to get to the Bat Cave. And then I forget. Oh, and then the Bat Signal.
Wait, he gave him the numbers?
Yeah, and then the Bat Signal is fixed on the roof with Gordon, and Gordon's freaked out. I didn't even notice that until this time. So Bruce fixed the Bat Signal and put it back. There's so many things that Bruce Wayne did to prove he's alive. It's amazing. I loved it. But
It took you 3 times to get that?
yeah, so there's a lot of stuff.
That's
It goes by real fast.
Because you
got
pay
it all.
attention to different stuff.
Yeah,
I must be so smart. 'Cause
but
I
it
got
was
all
really
the first
cool.
time.
That's what my sister said too. It annoyed me. She's like, I got all that the first time, and I was like, well,
I mean,
I'm not the
I
smartest.
basically got it all, but I didn't think of it all at once while I was watching. I'd put it together later. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. It's a movie to think about.
Mm,
Adam, what do you think? What did you give it? What was your grades? I think Josh said a B, right?
I'd give it a B plus.
A minus.
Nice.
We'll split the difference.
Now can I tell you what I don't like about it?
Yes.
Okay, first I don't like Alfred abandoning Bruce.
No, Bruce abandoned Alfred.
What? No, he left him.
Sort of. He abandoned him in the emotional sense when he was just like, learned to clean up his own stuff, and they sort of got into a little tiff, remember? And he didn't agree with what he was doing. That was when Bruce was sort of like a jerk to Alfred.
Yeah, Alfred didn't want to see it because Bruce is like his son, and he didn't want to see his son kill himself.
Yeah, but you still
get
wouldn't.
killed.
He still would never abandon him and just go to Italy. It didn't make sense to me.
That was
But
at the
it,
end.
there was a symbolism in it, and the symbolism was Alfred has always been Bruce's guardian angel, and he learned how he could live without it, which let Bruce know that Gotham could live without.
Yeah,
Bruce.
it was.
It was.
yeah,
That's what it was
exactly.
meant. That was what it was meant to be.
That's very
I just
true.
was annoyed by it because I wanted when he came out of the pit, I wanted Alfred to have a car. Like, need to get back to Gotham, Master Wayne. I think that'd be awesome. Like he was looking around the world for him. Alfred just did nothing. That kind of annoyed me because Alfred's a great character.
No, Alfred thought he was dead, so he did his normal thing.
No,
And I
no,
think it would have ruined the end if he was like, "Come on, Bruce Wayne, let's go take a drive."
no. After when he comes out of the pit, I mean.
I think Alfred
Not
had
after
to
the
had
end,
to
not
think
the
he
end
was
end.
dead.
No. At the end, you keep that part, but the other part.
And
just my opinion. And
Well,
also Bane's death, I hated.
Yeah, but I explained that to you. Why
'Cause
it
he
had
was
to happen that
awesome.
way.
He was an awesome villain, and then he just gets smoked. Just my opinion.
The ending, I will say, the ending where Talia, whatever her name was,
Oh yeah, she's
that did
hot.
trick me. I was fooled by
She was
that.
hot.
No, I knew she was going to be a bad person. You could just tell.
She seemed pretty hot though. Bad death acting as well.
Not as hot as
she
Anne.
was like, bleh! And
she's
dead.
not as hot as Anna Hathaway, but she's
No.
she's hot.
Not gonna tell you what I loved about the movie. We got time.
Yeah.
You can edit this down to 140 because I got 40 more minutes to go.
We're gonna be here as long as the movie.
It's a great movie.
2 hours and 45 minutes.
The first Batman Bane scene when they fight is amazing. Maybe one of the best scenes in the whole series. Maybe the best scene in the whole series. Fighting in the sewer. Batman climbing out of the pit. Great scene. Final fight. I enjoyed.
Can I say what I think my favorite scene though in the whole series is, since you just brought that up?
Yeah.
I think it's the end of the second one when Heath Ledger or the Joker's hanging off the roof and they're talking to each other, and he says, "You know, I think we're supposed to do this forever." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
that's a
thought
good
that
line.
I thought that was just, I don't know, it gives me goosebumps just thinking about it now, which makes me feel like I blow dudes, but it's okay.
Because the Joker and Batman do it forever.
Yeah,
in the comics.
Yeah, and so in real quick, and I know I interrupted you, and I want you to get back on track, but I was just thinking.
No, go ahead.
Robin? Is he supposed to take over as Batman? Is that why they fixed the the symbol and everything, or is he taking over and it's going to be a new guy?
I think it's really up to your mind to think. In my opinion, Bruce can't be away from Gotham forever. He'll come back and fight with Robin. That's just what I want. But the whole story would be he's retired, and he's done with it. But if Robin, and I think the best thing to think of is that Robin is going to become Batman. However, he couldn't defend himself at all in the whole movie. So, and he wasn't trained by the League of Shadows, and he's small, so he wouldn't exactly be a good Batman. But he would be the symbol that Gotham needs. He can be on rooftops, fight little criminals. He could train.
Well, you knew he was a good when he always had hope, like when he was taking the kids to the bus and everything.
Yeah, I never say he was bad.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. We're on the same page.
He's the bad guy, really. You'll see in the fourth one. That is a story in Batman comics. The new Batman turns bad, and then Bruce has to come back. That'd be awesome. I'd watch that movie.
That's a story in the comics?
Yeah, it's probably my favorite Batman story. But Joseph Gordon-Levitt, that's the same story actually as Bane. Bane breaks his back. It's called Nightfall. Read it. Very good. You can borrow it. I have it. Graphic novel.
I don't read so good.
It's good though.
They got pictures though.
But I think what Christopher Nolan's idea would be that he's going to take over as Batman.
That's what I think.
I'm sure Bruce will come back.
That's actually what I thought.
I think Bruce will come back and help him.
I
And
thought
stuff.
he was going to take over as Gotham's savior.
But I don't.
Not Batman.
I don't really like it, but there's no fourth one, so I don't have to even worry about it. You just think what you want, and I think that Bruce gets bored and comes back. He doesn't, but that's what I'm going to say in my mind. Like that, Josh?
Yeah, but I don't think that's true.
It's not true.
I mean, I wish that they would make a fourth one. I hate that. Like, movies, why do movies always have to stop?
They're going to reboot it. Maybe they can make a Nightwing.
If they reboot it, though, it's going to be crap. They could
They're
make a
gonna
Nightwing.
reboot it, and it will be crap. But I'm just saying they're going to.
Because who's going to write, like... my dad, though, still swears, and I can sort of see where he's coming from, given his generation with Batman. He still swears Michael Keaton was the best Batman.
Michael Keaton was great Batman.
Yeah, well, my dad says he's the best one. He says he thinks he does better than Christian Bale.
He's the second best one to Christian Bale. I really liked him. I mean, I was a kid.
Now, Christian Bale was the best John Connor in the Terminator series.
Everyone says that. No one disagrees. There's no reason. No one even argues when I always bring that up.
Although, he is a good John Connor, but I do like Edward Furlong.
He's a great John Connor because he does the Batman voice as John Connor.
He does?
Didn't you watch it?
I did watch it with Adam.
With Sarah, right?
Yeah.
He that's why I always talk about. By the way, he's the worst John Connor. We all know that. But the first one is a whiny jerk. This is off topic, but still good
You mean
information.
the little kid?
He's like, "Mama, come on, get off me, man! Come on, man! Whoa, come on!"
Yeah.
Then the second one's like, "Hey, I'm John Connor. Hey, I gotta save the world. Hey, come on, Catherine Brewster, right?" And then Christian Bale was like, "Hey, I'm John Connor. What's up?" They're all different.
I hope they have an Arnold hologram in this. And they did.
Which I thought was funny. But yeah, great movie, Dark Knight Rises. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend you watch the first
Although
two.
I made a point that I don't think that they should have called it Dark Knight Rises
Why?
because he already began.
He rises out of the pit.
But he already began, and usually, like especially when it comes to sex, usually you rise and then you begin.
That's true.
You understand what I'm saying?
Josh makes a very good point. I should have thought of that myself.
Yeah, you can't like start with a limp wiener. That's what I was trying to say.
We should do one more podcast with Josh before he leaves.
Oh, it's a novel idea. Well, no, I don't agree to it. No, I would love to do it. You guys just think I'm just waiting around
Because
for you to call me to do podcasts.
Because we didn't really get to talk that much. I don't even know what we talked about. I know the first 27 minutes was about that guy. I feel like Adam hasn't talked much since I got here.
Well, I'm giving you your 27 minutes with Josh.
What about you?
Whoa.
What about you with Batman? You didn't really say much.
I got not much to say.
He likes everything.
well-
Did anyone not tell that yet, that Adam likes anything?
I don't like
Did-
anything.
did you think the
There's-
great-
You liked Machete,
you think-
dude. You liked the movie Machete.
Machete's
that
a
movie
good
is fucking awesome.
You don't like Machete?
You guys can blow a bunch of
That's a
bag
funny-
of dicks.
it's a funny
not-
movie.
That's a great movie. It's just a fun movie. That movie
Yeah,
is
it's a
great.
fun movie.
It's a fun movie, but let me tell you.
Watching that movie is amazing.
Let me tell you this,
It's fun.
The girl hides a phone in her
Whoop!
poo-tang.
dude. My girlfriend does it all the time. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed by that.
Which doesn't have pockets.
Yep. And when it vibrates, she's just like.
Where's my cell phone? Give it to me.
Well, what's weird though is you guys both like that movie. Now I look like a jerk, but I'm gonna stand by what I said about Machete. Okay,
Big Tony from Maryland loves that movie a lot, so maybe Josh is right.
it's a bad movie. It might be good, like entertaining and stuff. There's tons of movies that are entertaining, but there's few good movies. That's what makes them good movies. Disagree? I'd say
Agreed. And there's a fine line.
I would say a good movie depends on the person. I think movies are good, but Pete doesn't. And they might not be made well, but I think they're good. I think it just depends if you like watching it.
And no, we're not going to bring up Tommy Boy.
I think that's
it's a
true.
great movie.
They just brought it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
We agree.
Agree on that.
But you know what one of my favorite comedy movies of all time is?
What?
Dumb and Dumber is, but you guys didn't bring it up last time. But I don't know how you guys feel about this movie. But Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it.
So good, right?
Love
no
it.
one
Very
talks
good.
about how good of a
I
comedy
watch
movie
that every
it is.
year at least.
And it's a Thanksgiving movie.
Yeah.
How rare is that? How many
Really rare.
Thanksgiving movies do you see that aren't about like us raping Indians? And that's the second time I said rape on this. I think I'm sorry. I'm gonna go
He
sleep.
brought the ethnic.
I would tell my mom not to listen to this podcast, but she hasn't listened to any of them. So it's not a big deal.
Don't have to
Say what you
worry.
want, Josh. Say what you
You
want.
can bleep out the rape word.
No. I mean, yeah.
Mini John
That's really funny. Me so serious. It's like, no, leave it.
You know,
It's terrible.
many John Candy movies are good. Most of them, if not all.
Dude, Uncle Buck,
Amazing.
John Candy, rest in peace, man. He's actually really, really
I
funny.
never saw Wagons East though, but I heard that was not good.
Well, I mean, he looked like he was falling apart in that. Let's face it.
Final thing I want to talk about.
Cool Runnings.
Very good. A comedian brought that up the other night at my show. It was cool.
That's what I was going to talk about. How was your show?
Well, we talked about it at the beginning, but we can talk about it a little bit now too.
Oh, you already talked? I'll just listen
No,
to
we
it.
didn't do. No, I didn't go into great
I
detail
was
or
wondering
anything.
how it was and how the SNL guy was.
See, the SNL guy hurt his leg.
He didn't show up?
Yeah,
I'm
he was
glad I didn't go.
SOL, I guess.
I'm just kidding.
No, but I don't know.
How funny were you? Can you tell us one of your new jokes?
You want to hear a new joke?
Yeah. Let the crowd, let the fans of two hear it.
Okay, here's one.
Me and Adam are the fans.
So, the generation right under me, right, like, are really big into Pokemon. Everyone's really big into Pokemon, and I feel like the difference is like it teaches you stuff. Like they grew up in Pokemon, I grew up on Ninja Turtles, so it teaches you different things. Like theirs was gotta catch 'em all. You know what I mean? So they're into everything. They gotta have all the new phones now, everything like that.
Yeah.
But my generation was Ninja Turtles, and that taught us stuff too, like that the only nutrients you need are pizza. Just pizza. You want some vegetables? Put it on a pizza. Cowabunga, dude. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
And the only other thing is that it taught you is if all else fails in your life, you can always just live in the sewer with a giant rat. You know what I mean? If everything else goes wrong, if you don't make it that reporter in the yellow jumpsuit, you can just live in the sewer with a rat
That's good.
and call him Dad.
We'd never be allowed to play at Coachella because we don't look like hippies.
Master Splinter.
I mean, I guess that was more of a bit than a joke. I could do a... I don't know. I like that.
One more joke. One. That was a good one, though.
It's funny how... I don't know. I don't...
Remember when Josh got into comedian mode at the trivia last week? That was funny.
Yeah. That happens to me.
Hold on, I gotta get this.
Party foul.
I was gonna say somebody's listening, but it can't be.
Nope.
Should I,
Awesome.
It's
should I
just the
answer it?
computer.
No,
They said not
I love
to.
how that
we
sounds.
don't work
Just
here no more.
there's a phone ringing on
I
the
feel like
podcast.
I could answer.
There's a phone
Guys, I'm
ringing
getting
on
hungry.
the podcast. Phone
You
ringing.
think it's
on-
good? It was good?
What?
The podcast?
Josh made it a hell of a lot better.
You guys think so?
No,
Yeah, that's why I'd like to.
the first 27 minutes were amazing. Oh wait a minute.
I'd like to. I'd like to partake in a full podcast with Josh one day.
Next week or
It was one of my
Yeah,
goals.
let's do that.
I thought maybe today.
Why don't we get Joey down here? Let's get everyone down here.
That's not gonna happen.
I know he's
Hold
too
on, let me
busy
answer
banging his
phone.
fiance.
WSHC. What? Yeah, he did. There's no reason why I'm holding the no one can see me
No one
holding
can
it.
see you doing that. Yeah.
But I hung up the phone. It was Todd.
You got.
I don't know. He might have needed something.
There was
weird.
one more thing I wanted to tell you guys
A
about.
joke?
look how Josh
No,
has
I-
that microphone.
Oh,
How was the Audible? How was the mic?
very
how was the
good.
stage?
It was awesome. Like I love
thought it
that
would be a
place.
good
It was good.
stage.
It was not like a comedy club.
It was the best stage you ever went on.
No,
What was that?
that would be at my grandmother's wake.
That's messed up.
No, but see, she doesn't mind though because she can't argue with me.
I gotcha. That's true.
The thing is though, we need to start talking about some more serious topics, and we'll save it for next time. But you guys keep it pretty light in here. We gotta I know I'm more political than either of you two, and I think we should maybe talk about the election. It is an election year.
You been watching Brand X?
A little bit there, Pete.
I watched it.
That's my impression of
It's
Russell
all right.
Brand. Well, what was this Mel thinking? Right, I'm here. Is that what he sounds like?
Yeah.
Is that sort of like?
This week's episode was about pornography. It was the best one. It was funny.
I'm trying to start a revolution.
Did you watch Louis this week?
I did.
That was funny.
Maria Bamford was on there, and she's one of my favorite comedians,
Really?
like in general. Yeah,
I couldn't tell if she would be really funny in real life or not.
I think she is not only talented and very, very original, but she's also beautiful to me. I think
She's original and very odd.
She is odd.
I
Oh, I
would
love
say.
her.
Not beautiful to me.
I wish I
but
could have a
odd.
chance to be bad at sex with her, like Louis in the show did.
You ruined it for me now.
That was so funny when they kept playing the music when he was walking around.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Way better than that first episode. Don't tell Michelle I said that. I'm just kidding.
That first episode is good, though.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to, there's a reason why that one set it off. It's supposed to make people be like, oh, this is depressing. It's supposed to be funny. You're supposed to think this is really what
My
this
dog
guy's
had
life
just
is.
died 4 days before that, so of course it wasn't what I needed.
Yeah,
That's probably why I
it's
hated
not like
it.
there was an old Yeller section in the show or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it was a bummer of an episode.
Yeah, that's true.
Nothing happened. But this week's episode very funny.
It
and
was.
the week
It
before
was
that
good.
was funny.
I like Parker Posey's character on there.
You watch Wilfred?
I do watch
was
that
funny
show.
too.
It was funny.
Did you watch this week's?
This past week? Yeah, I did.
When he hung himself?
Well, he did.
And he was
Yeah,
emo?
and then he
That
hung
was
his
so
hair.
hilarious.
He had that hair hanging down
That's
in front
funny.
of his face.
That's a very funny show.
No,
No one talks about it. I love that show.
Yeah.
You watch it?
I've seen one episode.
Didn't like it?
Adam's getting
No,
hungry. I
haven't
can tell.
seen it.
Yeah, Adam's getting like, hey, I've been here too long. Hey, I didn't show up 27 minutes late. I'm ready to go.
You
I was
guys.
listening to you guys talking, thinking, man, I'm hungry.
Because to me, I'm
Well-
fresh. All right, we'll cut it. We'll cut it off here at
Well-
1:15. You can edit down to like.
No, I'll leave it at 1:15.
Well, wasn't there some awkward stuff when I first got here we could get rid of? I wasn't really a fan of that.
Oh, yeah, you should cut that out. You should definitely cut that out.
That's what I'm thinking. But we got on a roll. I think went by pretty fast after the first 3 minutes of weirdness.
That was your fault.
Now it's getting weird.
It really
again.
wasn't Pete's fault. And anyway,
No, it was Pete.
hopefully I'll be back on next week.
If I wasn't asleep, it would. You could say it's my fault, definitely.
You should have came in and went, hey guys! That's what I thought.
This is the latest I woke up in a long
I
time.
thought you were gonna come in and go, hey guys, let's get this going.
Now, Chris, here's
No,
the
you
thing.
Came in like,
Now, Chris Jones and the other 3 people that'll listen to this, I'm going to be back on next week, and I want you guys to think about the election, because we got to talk about a couple of things, and there's no good movies coming out. They could try to say that there is.
The
Pete
Watch,
and
I'm gonna see it.
I said no good movies. I stand by that. I love Vince Vaughn, but oh man, come on! They stole. What makes me mad? They stole a bit from Dumb and Dumber in that movie. That peeing in the thing in front of the dudes thing. All they did was just add more people, but it's the same exact thing. Like, oh, I'm going to spill this on you accidentally. That's fucked up. I don't like that. I don't think that they should just reuse bits in movies just because they can do it and not be called hacking like it is on stage. You know what I mean?
I better rip up the first 20 pages of my script then.
Tell me where the detonator is. Then you have my permission to die. And the podcast ends. Hey, that's a good
Yeah,
ending.
that's good. That was a good ending.
That's a good
okay,
ending.
I'm just gonna. Yeah.
No, Josh has more. Keep going.
And I was just gonna say, everybody go out and see The Watch.
No, I don't know much about politics. I'm going to read up on it, and then I'll get some good jokes for you for next week.
Yeah. Did you ever see that one Republican guy? That's what his joke's gonna be like. He's bad, huh?
Hey, I said, Mitt Romney, can you spare $1? And he gave me $100,000. Is
Mitt
that
Romney, more like Rip.
Not really.
Because
Mitt
$100,000 to him is the
robbed
dollar. You get it? He's got a lot of money.
What, he gave you a
Now
candy
everyone
bar?
just laughs. No.
I can tell you a
It'll
funny.
never happen because he's like, I can't give you $1 because you don't make enough. You make $1 billion, I'll give you $1.
Romney DeSantis, 2012. What?
What I hate about
That's
the
the-
political ads is they cut like speeches out of context and stuff, and they make you think like in a speech. If I was saying like, oh, I hate how people, like say stuff like, I hate the Jews, I hate Mexicans, and then they cut out the whole beginning part of that, and it sounds like that the person's saying, I hate Jews, I hate Mexicans. That's
Yeah.
the worst. They do that to people. That's the thing that's terrible about.
I said a good question to ask Josh, but we have to wrap this up.
What?
About the Obamacare thing.
What about it?
My mom said, I said it was good for, everyone like you, and then my mom said you have to pay something. How you gonna, what's that mean?
Well, you
I don't know much about it.
You have to pay for the insurance. But
Can you afford that?
Well, they just take it out of your check, and if you couldn't afford it, they would set up a program to where you could afford it. They'd give you a credit.
So it'll work out.
Yeah, it's pretty well thought out.
Nice. End of the show. I just didn't know. I didn't know, folks. Go see The Watch.
Go see
That's
The Watch.
bottom
Everyone just go
line.
see The Watch.
We're going to review it next week.
Ted in theaters now.
Ted? Go see The Amazing
I saw
Spider-Man.
Ted,
I've been
too.
talking about it all week.
I did like Ted.
We talked about it at trivia.
No, I didn't think that it was like the best movie. I thought it was original concept for a movie.
I'm Peter Griffin in a teddy bear. That's a bad Peter Griffin impression. I don't know any.
I hope they have a sequel and they have like a Quagmire teddy bear. I hump things. That's not a good Quagmire impression, but it's a giggity giggity bear.
The end.
Yep.
No, it's like this. Witty witty wit campa. That's how the last one.
Yeah.
Classic. End it.
We done?
Hit it.
Bye.
Hit it.
Wait, no. Bye.